Hello, my nation. Welcome to day 14 of our goal setting challenge. And I trust and I hope that you have been finding all the issues, you have been dealing with all the issues that have prevented you in the past from rising to your fullest potential, that would have prevented you in the past from sticking true to your goals and your aspirations, and that you're flushing out all impurities out of yourself so that you are able to make your decisions and set your goal from a clear and centered place. Now, today I want to talk to you about making bold moves, making bold steps in this season. So, the fact is, one of the greatest moves that a human being can make is ruling over himself, autonomy over himself, over his freedom, over his life, over his capacity to choose, over his mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Because in this day and age, majority of people, their lives are not being operated by them. We are running on autopilot, and decisions are being made for us by others. And so one of the greatest thing, the greatest decision, the boldest move a human being can make in this day and age is to get full autonomy, take back full autonomy over yourself as was given by God in the beginning. And so what you need to do, and the scripture says, he that has no rule over his spirit is like a broken down city without walls. And what this means, you have no security, you have no backing, you're wide open to everything. Negativity can walk in as it so please, negative habits can come in and set as it so please, and causing you to self-destruct, causing you not to reach your fullest and highest and best potential. And so in this season, I want to speak to you about making bold moves. And one of the boldest moves, and the first most important bold move to make, is to get full control over yourself, over your emotions, over your habits. Put the reins on them so that you are able to control and co-create your destiny as it was intended by the Creator. So it is time for many of you to take back your autonomy, put it back in the hands of the Creator so that you can begin to co-create together, and you have a lot more say in what goes on in your life. And so I want to say this to you, that majority of the times, the situations that are going to come up on you when your destiny begins to knock, when you begin to put your goals in place and you start to move towards your destiny, you're going to find that majority of your imperfections, your impurities are going to come out at you. You're going to find situations that you are going to have to put yourself under subjection, put yourself in the position so that you are able to succeed. And so majority of the people who do not succeed in life are the ones who are unable to put themselves, their spirit, their lust, their wants, their desires into subjection, into submission, so that they are able to achieve. And so when you come up against this thing, there's an African proverb that says, if there's no enemy within, then the enemy without can hardly do anything to harm you. And therefore, in this year 2021, it is time to deal with and treat with the enemies within, so that you can begin to make the bold moves, take the bold steps towards your destiny. You know, I'll bring you to the scripture. This is 1 Samuel 17, when David, the fight of David's life that put him in the position that now all of Israel is able to see David, to see his skills, to see his talents, to see that the Spirit of God is working through him, was the battle with Goliath. But can I tell you, and the scripture will let you know, David himself will tell us that before that battle, he fought many battles before reaching to Goliath, and that is how he knew he could have conquered Goliath. That is how he gained all the tools necessary for that major battle. So now that you are taking reins of your life and you are setting your goals, you are going to have destiny battles. You are going to have to make destiny moves, and your character, who you are, your habits must be sufficient to take you there and hold you there so that you can be successful. And so in this scripture, when he was going out to battle Goliath and the army, Saul was giving him all these things to put on, and he says, you know what, no, I have not proved this, but I have proved my 5 little smooth stones and my sling. And he said, but David said to Saul, your servant used to keep his father's sheep, and when a lion or a bear came and took a lamb out of the flock, I went out after it and struck it and delivered the lamb from its mouth. And so you will find many limiting attitudes coming towards you. You are going to see your weaknesses, and you cannot let it be that is when you get to the stage for the destiny role of your life is when you are dealing with these issues, because you cannot be dealing with these issues when you need all the strength, all the wherewithal, and the capacity to ensure that you succeed and succeed over each challenge that is posed towards you and posed towards your destiny. So therefore, in making bold moves, I will challenge you today on day 14. I am challenging you to make the boldest move yet and take control over your spirit, take control over your lust, take control over your lying tongue if that is an issue that you're having, take control over the deceptive ways that you have if that is the issue that you're having, take control over the spirit of procrastination, deal with it, submit yourself in this 21 day, deal with it. If it is fear that is driving you and binding you, take control of it. If it is anger that is binding you and driving you, take control of it in this 21 day. Take control as David took control over the lions, as David took control over the bear, so that when he got to the main stage, he was sure that he's able to defeat the enemy. So that when you get to your main stage, you will be sure that you know how to discipline yourself. You will be sure that you know how to handle yourself. You know what to do in the situation so that the opportunity that is presented to you is not taken out of your hands and does not slip through your fingers simply because you did not deal with the area that was most important, and that is making the boldest move to take control over your spirit, take control over yourself so that you can master the level that you are going on. The greatest mastery is self-mastery. And once you are able to master yourself, there's another African proverb that says, know thyself. Once you can master yourself, you will be able to master any and every arena that you step into. So I challenge you on this day 14, take the biggest and boldest move possible today and begin to reign over your spirit, reign over your lusts and your weaknesses so that you can excel. And as usual, until my next video, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever I post a new video, you are able to receive the notification and log on. This is Israel, and I wish you prosperity, success, and strength. And most of all, I wish that you make the boldest move today and you begin to make bold moves as you step over into your future.